I first of all have to make a confession here. I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. You'll all love me in June. I want to say some words about Frank Daniels. Frank Daniels is receiving the Wichita Award. I'm immensely proud. We are immensely proud to honor Frank with the Wichita Award, an award which recognizes a person who embodies the warrior spirit by protecting culture, land, and sovereignty while advocating for justice, governance, and the well-being of our nations. Frank Daniels is a proud Anishinaabe from Saging First Nation who has dedicated his life to protecting and uplifting his community. For over 20 years, Frank has worked in the field of child and family services, becoming a respected voice in Indigenous-led care. As the Executive Director of the Saging Child and Family Services, CFS, Frank has helped shape a model of care rooted in compassion, prevention, and cultural strength. Under his leadership, Saging CFS has prioritized keeping families together and supporting parents with the tools they need to care for their children at home. I should say that, I know Frank's compassion for children because he's raised 2 or 3 children that were not his biological children, but has embodied those kids as his own and has looked after those kids since they're children. And I really admired that when I seen how compassionate he was to those kids and his own. Frank's approach centers on the belief that true healing must include cultural identity, and he has ensured that traditional knowledge, ceremony, and language are woven into every layer of support. Frank also led the creation of Bidaziwe Gamik, a place that brings light, a wellness center focused on culturally safe mental health care. This space reflects his commitment to meeting his community needs through innovation, harm reduction, and accessible supports. He has partnered with national organizations to bring programs into Saging, always adapting them to reflect Saging Anishinaabe values. In 2002, Frank was nationally recognized as a finalist for the Lynn Factor Stand Up for Kids Award. He is admired for his tireless advocacy, his mentorship of young workers, and his deep respect for those he serves. Through every role, Frank has led with humility and purpose, always putting the needs of children's, families, and community first. Frank Daniels is the embodiment of the Wichita spirit, a protector of culture, land, and people. His work continues to strengthen his nation and inspire others to lead with heart, courage, and commitment. And we are so proud to honor him today with the very first Wichita Award at the 2025 Treaty 1 Galas Award. Congratulations, Frank, on behalf of Chief and Council and our community. I hope.
Good evening, everybody. Mazaneki Jigo and Nedeshnakas, Ganility Toltem. Saging Donji. I just want to express how humble I am to be recognized. This, for those of you who know me in my professional world, this is the furthest thing that brings me comfort. I'm a put your head down and do your work kind of guy, so to be recognized like this is something that's completely out of my comfort zone. I've been working with, for, and on behalf of children for most of my adult life. I started in 1995 as a youth care counselor at Saging Sullivan Treatment Center. It was there that experiencing the traumas that children experience in their lives led me on this journey to watch over and do what I can for children. I come from a long line of strong matriarchs who taught me these values, and these values will never leave my belief system. It's important to us as Indigenous people to walk our talk. Don't talk about keeping kids at home and then us having nowhere to place them when they need a place to stay. I ask you, those leaders out there, I know we work within a colonial system, but it's the only system that's there right now that we have to work with. However, there are many trailblazers before me, and there'll be many more after me that work around the systems. We, the workers in Native Child and Family Services, are your band members. We are the ones that are blazing trails to change the way the system operates. I don't accept this award for me. I look at my colleagues that I'm sitting with. I'm sitting with a number of my management, as well as my board of directors that supports me beside us. I'm merely a conduit. They are the ones that are on the front lines doing the work and trying to keep families together. My executive director colleagues, North and South, every one of them is a First Nation who belongs to one of the Manitoba First Nation communities that their agency oversees. So I share this recognition with them because I know in my heart of hearts, we are truly trailblazers trying to shape child welfare and change things with whatever system that we have to right now. And we are all looking forward as each and every one of our communities develops its own laws. I want to congratulate Peguis. I ran into to one of my colleagues outside before I came in. We know that things are difficult, but I just want to share what led me. When I was a youth counselor, I had a young boy disclose to me that he had been sexually molested. I went home that night and had nightmares, trying to imagine what that boy went through. And I've seen and experienced a lot of traumas that children have experienced throughout my 20-year career in child welfare. As the director of Saging Child and Family Services, one of the first things that we did when I took over the leadership of the agency is we started to recognize our high school graduates. And one of the very first youth that we recognized as a high school graduate then became a post-secondary graduate that we recognized. This year, that young lady is in her second year of medical school. So she's extremely, extremely proud. With that, I would like to thank you. I'm deeply humbled to even be mentioned on the same night. I didn't know Ms. Eastman, but I did know Dave Cashane Jr. and Charlie Nelson. So for me, as humbling as this is, it's even more humbling to be recognized on the same night those great gentlemen were. Miigwech.